Welcome. So let us move on to the next question, 11th question. Let me read out. A sample of sodium chlorate, that is NaClO3, sodium chlorate, is said to be converted by heat to NaCl with a loss of 0.16 gram of oxygen. So what is happening? You're heating sodium chlorate which is getting converted into sodium chloride with the loss of oxygen, means along with sodium chloride, oxygen gas is being escaped. The residue is dissolved in water, that means there which will be the residue, sodium chloride is dissolved in water and precipitated as AgCl. The mass of AgCl in grams obtained will be. So the options are given 0.35, 0.54, 0.41 and 0.48. We shall see the chemical reaction that follows so that it will be clear to us. So what is given? Sodium chlorate, when it is heated, oxygen is being lost along with the formation of sodium chloride. Yes, let us balance this. Here 3 oxygen, here 2, so let me write it as 3 here. So to balance, I'll write 2, here 2. This is the reaction. Sodium chloride on heating, oxygen is being lost and sodium chloride is the residue. It's obvious, right? Oxygen gets escaped. So which is the residue? Sodium chloride is the residue. Further, this residue is being converted into AgCl. How sodium chloride can be converted into AgCl? It doesn't change itself. So we need to treat it with some silver containing salt and then we can convert. So what is one more data given? One more data is given. Oxygen mass. 0.16 gram of oxygen is being lost. Okay, let's see now. What is done? Now we shall see 3 moles of oxygen. 3 moles of oxygen are produced along with what? 2 moles of NaCl. Am I right? 3 moles of oxygen is produced along with 2 moles of NaCl. Yes. Then 1 mole of oxygen will be produced along with, 3 moles produced along with 2 moles. Then 1 moles will be produced by 2 by 3 moles, cross multiply, of NaCl, right? So if 1 mole of oxygen has to be produced, then how many moles of NaCl we can expect? 2 by 3 moles. Therefore, here let me tell you, convert this 0.16 into number of moles. So number of moles will be given mass by molar mass. Molar mass of oxygen, 16 2s are 32. It comes out to be 1 by 200 moles. Now let us see. 1 by, here we have told 3 moles means 2 moles of NaCl. 1 mole means along with that 2 by 3 moles of NaCl. Now let us see. 1 by 200 moles of oxygen means how many NaCl will be produced? How many NaCl will be produced? 2 by 3 into 1 by 200. Am I right? It comes out to be 1 by 300 moles of NaCl. Why we have done all these things is because as per the given data, they had given us only the mass of oxygen. So that we converted into moles. We want to know about the residue now, isn't it? Because how much residue we get from this equation, that much amount of AgCl we will get. Law of conservation of mass. Yes, because from sodium chloride we are converting it into AgCl. So mass of reactants will be equal to mass of products. So now we have got that 1 by 300 moles of NaCl. That means what? 1 by 300 moles of AgCl we will get as per the law. But here in the question they have mentioned it's not in terms of moles they want it in terms of gram. That means you will have to convert it into grams. How do you convert it into grams now? That implies, okay, mass is equal to, number of moles is molar mass by molar mass. So mass is equal to N into molar mass. Molar mass of what? Okay, this here you just mentioned, that implies 1 by 300 moles of AgCl are produced. Okay, for that AgCl, let me find out the mass. That is, mass of AgCl is equal to number of moles of AgCl into molar mass of AgCl. In the question itself, molar mass of AgCl is given. How much? 143.5. So when you solve it, it comes out to be 0.48 gram, which is option D. Yes? The next question, this question was asked in JEE Mains 2018 online paper. If you have any confusions with the problems, pause it, once work out, and then it will be clear to you. Next question, 12th one. For per gram of reactant, the maximum quantity of nitrogen gas is produced in which of the following thermal decomposition reactions? So what they have asked is, they have given you different decomposition reactions. Decomposition means, breaking of species. A compound will be broken into different elements or molecules. In those decomposition reaction, you have to find in which maximum number of nitrogen is produced. That's what you have to check out. So let us write the options. It's very simple. The thing is, you should know to calculate the molecular mass using the given data. That's it. So the first one is ammonium chromate, which gives nitrogen along with 4 moles of water and chromium oxide, Cr2O3. The second option is, let me give some space because there itself I'll be calculating. In the second option, it's given 2NH4NO3, ammonium nitrate gives 2N2 plus 4 H2O plus oxygen. Next option is barium nitride, gives or it decomposes as barium and 3 moles of nitrogen. The last option is 2NH3, which decomposes, that is ammonia decomposes into nitrogen and what? Hydrogen. Yes? So these are the options given. Now what we have to find, in which of these nitrogen is produced maximum. See here, nitrogen, in every reaction that is given, options that are given, you can find nitrogen. So generally you may think that this may produce more nitrogen. We'll just check out, alright. So they have given you atomic weight of chromium, 52 atomic mass unit, and for barium also they have given 137 atomic mass unit, which you already know how to calculate. So we will directly go on with the substitution and solving of the problem. So here when you calculate, here 2 into nitrogen is 14, 2 into hydrogen is 1 into 4, plus for chromium it is given 52, 52 into 2 plus 7 into 16, you get it as 252 gram. Let me write it in a different color. 252 gram. That means the molecular mass is 252 gram. Then what about nitrogen here? Nitrogen is 14 twos are 28 gram. That means 252 gram of ammonium chromate can produce 28 gram of nitrogen. Therefore, calculate for 1 gram. 1 gram means 28 divided by 252. Right? Okay. Likewise, let us check out for the next one. Ammonium nitrate. Ammonium nitrate, again, if you substitute the values of nitrogen as 14, hydrogen 1, again nitrogen 14, you get it as 80 gram. 80 gram produces how many? Here 28 into 2. It comes out to be 56, right? Nitrogen 2. 14 twos are 28, 28 twos are 56 gram. So 80 gram can produce 56 gram. Therefore, 1 gram can produce 56 divided by 80 grams. Here barium nitride, when you substitute, you get it as 221 gram. It can produce how much? Here 56, 28 threes are. So it is 84 gram. Therefore, 1 gram of barium nitride can produce 84 divided by 221. And the last one, ammonia, it comes out to be 34 gram. Here 14 plus 3 into 2 it is 34 gram. Here 28 gram. 14 twos are 28. Therefore, 1 gram can give how much? 28 by 34 gram. Now compare all these. Compare these. Where do you get maximum number of nitrogen produced? It is in the option D, where ammonia decomposes into nitrogen and hydrogen. It's very simple. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Next question is the one which you have already solved. In the sense, a similar problem you have solved. The question is where you are asked to find the maximum molecules among the following. Which has the maximum molecules? So the options are given. Options are 7 gram of nitrogen, 7 gram N2, option B 2 gram H2, option C 16 gram NO2, option D 16 gram O2. Among these, they have asked how many, in which contains maximum number of molecules. It's a simple one. First find number of moles, then find number of molecules. How do you find number of moles? Given mass by molar mass. Yes, number of moles given mass by molar mass. How do you find number of molecules? Number of molecules is equal to number of moles into Avogadro's number. That's it. Yes? Okay. So let us see for option 1. In option 1, they have given what? 7 gram of nitrogen. Let me check out. N is equal to given mass by molar mass. That is equal to 7 given mass by molar mass. N2. So 14 twos are 28. It comes out to be 0.25 mole. We have got N. What is number of molecules? Number of molecules is equal to, so number of molecules is equal to 0.25 into Na. Simple. Same way. Let me check it for option B. N is equal to given mass 2 by molecular mass again 2. So 1. That implies number of molecules will be 1 into Avogadro's number. Let's check for option C. Here N is equal to given mass is 16, NO2 14 plus 2 16. 14 plus 32 it has to be. So it comes out to be 46, which is 0.35 mole. That implies number of molecules of NO2 is equal to 0.35 into Na. Check out for the next option, D. 16 gram of oxygen. 16 gram of oxygen, again given mass is 16, oxygen is 32. So number of moles will be 0.5 mole. Therefore, number of molecules of oxygen will be 0.5 into Na. Now compare all these. Which has more number of molecules? It is option B, which has more number of molecules. You know this, right? Na means Avogadro's number, which is 1 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. You get the answer. The maximum value you will be getting in this particular option. So the right answer is 2 gram of hydrogen. Next question. This might be your favorite one, as you have solved many problems related to this in your classes in the first year concepts. Let us see what the question is. Question is, the percentage of carbon, hydrogen and nitrogen in an organic compound are 40%, 13.3% and 46.7% respectively. Then the empirical formula is what? Let us see the options. C3, H13, N3. Option B, CH2N. Option C, CH4N. And option D, CH6N. What are we supposed to do? Empirical formula gives the simple whole number ratio. So let us see this particular chart. You remember this comes under stoichiometric and stoichiometric calculation part. First we write the elements, whichever is given. Then what do we write? We write its percentage composition given. Then we divide percentage composition by the atomic mass, which is nothing but mass by molar mass or mass by atomic mass, which gives number of moles. And then we calculate the simple whole number ratio, right? We keep doing this. So what are the data given? Datas are given carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, where carbon is 40%, hydrogen is 13.3, nitrogen is 46.7. Clear? Now atomic mass, you know, for carbon it is 12, for hydrogen it is 1, for nitrogen it is 14. Divide this 40 by 12. 13.3 divided by 1. 46.7 divided by 14. Nitrogen is 14. It comes out to be 3.33. This comes out to be 13.3 and again here 3.33. Now how do you find a simple whole number ratio? You will have to see which is the smallest number here, and using that smallest number you have to divide each of this number of moles. Here 3.33 twice we have, so that is the smallest number, so we will take that. So 3.33 again divided by 3.33. Here 13.3 divided by 3.3, which is approximately 4. Here again 3.33 by 3.33, which is equal to 1. So what will be the simple whole number ratio? Carbon is 1, hydrogen is 4, and for nitrogen it is 1 again. So it will be C1H4N1, CH4N, which is the option C. C is the right option there. Let's move on to the next question. Again, it's about the maximum number of molecules. The question is about it. This was again asked in a NEET paper. Where the question is the maximum number of molecules present in. I'll write the options. Maximum, in which of these maximum number of molecules are present? You need to know the basic units and measurements with which it becomes very easy for you to know about these concepts. 0.5 gram of hydrogen gas, or whether it is 10 gram of oxygen gas, or D is 15 liters of hydrogen gas at standard temperature pressure. These are the options. So what are we supposed to find? We are asked which has number of molecules as largest. Largest number of molecules. So what should you do? Find number of moles, then find number of molecules. Simple, right? How do you find number of moles? N is equal to given mass by molar mass. How do you find number of molecules? Number of molecules is number of moles into Avogadro's number. It's so simple. See, we'll consider for the first option. Okay, first option, N is equal to 5 liters given. Convert it into grams. So 5 liter means 5000 gram by molar mass of nitrogen is 28 gram per mole. Here the units play a very important role. Gram cancels. So you get it as 178.57 mole. So what will be the number of molecules? Number of molecules is equal to 178.5. N into Avogadro's number 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. It comes out to be 1.08 into 10 to the power 26. Same way calculate for the rest of the options as well. Here in the second option it's given N is equal to given mass is 0.5 by mass of hydrogen 2 into Avogadro's number. Directly I'll substitute, or you can go stepwise as well. So what will be the answer? 1.5 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. Otherwise, first you will have to calculate number of moles, then the answer multiplied by Avogadro's number. Same. Next is N is equal to given mass 10, oxygen is 16 into Avogadro's number. Answer is 3.76 into 10 to the power 23. Next, last one is 15 liter of hydrogen. How do you calculate? 15 liter means 15,000 gram by hydrogen is 2 gram per mole, which comes out to be 7,500 mole into Avogadro's number. You will get it around 4.5 into 10 to the power 27. Which is the right option here? Which has more number of molecules? See, 1.08 into 10 to the power 26, 1.5 into 10 to the power 23, 3.76. Here 4.5 into 10 to the power 27. So option D is the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. In the next question, let us see the data given. The data given is the mass of carbon anode consumed, we're giving only carbon dioxide in the production of 270 kg of aluminium metal from bauxite by the Hall process. This comes under general principles and processes of isolation, which we shall discuss. Atomic mass of aluminium is given. Okay, let's see the options. 90 kg, B 540 kg, C 180 kg, and D 270 kg. So it comes under stoichiometry and stoichiometric calculation. Bauxite is nothing but Al2O3 form of aluminium. Okay, Al2O3. Let us generally consider the reaction carbon anode consumed during the reaction. So alumina, bauxite. which gives aluminium and carbon dioxide. So as you balance, you get it as 2 and 3. You can balance it easily. Now let us see, according to the reaction, what is given? 27 gram of aluminium, 108 gram of aluminium, this one is produced by carbon, that is here 3 into 12 of carbon by the reduction of alumina. This is the data given. Now let us see, 27,000 gram of aluminium is produced from here 12 3s are 36 into 27,000 by 108, which is the molecular weight of aluminium. How much do you get it as? You get it as 9,000 gram or 90 kg. Hope it's clear here, no confusion. Here how you have got this is 108 gram of silver from 36 gram of carbon. That means 27,000 gram. How much? So you have cross multiplied it and you have got it as 90 kg, which is option A. This is the right answer. Thank you.